Yo guys, welcome back to a trade breakdown. This is gonna be first of many. I just want to go over the trades that I did take. So if you guys see the video that I uploaded, I was actually $100 away from blowing the account, and I full ported CPI. So I'll go over that. But I did blow another account. So this was the main account that I was on about. So I did blow it, and honestly, it was a very good trade. Like genuinely, such a good trade. It is to data lows, but honestly, I don't even know what is to learn from it. Data loan was so good. I've backtested it and it always like works out 90% of the time. Like bro, especially when it's CPI, NFP, any type of like FOMC data highs and lows like that, bro. Price just dumps to them. So it is what it is. It looks like we are dumping now. But I'll go over the trade that got my account back to break even. I actually made 4,600 on this combine, but then I realized, bro, like the consistency rule, like it's 50%, so I can't make more than 1,500. So I was like, shit, like I think on my top step dashboard it says I have to make an additional 6,000. I was like, you know what, it's better than me blowing an account. I just have to make more. Then I realized, bro, like I've only got a few weeks left till this eval, and from the looks of it, like next week I'm probably not going to trade just because it is Christmas week. So it's like it's going to be slow. So it's like, you know what, let me try and trim the wins. So I was up 4,600, but now I'm up 2,500. So I took off about 2,000 profit, meaning I only need to make just under 2k. So if the profit target to pass is 3,000, I need to make 55,000. So about just under 2k, which I think 1,400, which means just an extra day, an extra trade or two, and it is what it is. I actually did take a buy around here and gonna hold it until I lost additional, and I got to 1,500 for my daily PNL. But bro, you know what it is? It's just like I'm just going up and down in profit, and I don't want to make more. I just closed it out. 2 minutes later, price shot up, and I could have lost an additional 1,000, and I could have been fine for the day. So meaning, if I'm in the next few days, I could have passed. But no, I have to reach 55,000 instead. But better than blown account, so I will say that. But I'll just go over the trade that did, you know, that did get me out of break even. Actually, no, out of drawdown. It was CPI, bro. Literally, all I did was literally just before news. So this is, imagine that's the just a minute. Well, that's the minute before news. I did about 35 points here. Shit. And then I got another. Bro, what's going on? Alright. Then marked at 35 points here. All I did was, I think this is the mistake I did do. So I used 5 mini contracts. Realistically, I should have used about 2 or 3, just because I would have been fine for the day and only made like, 1700. But I used 5 contract, which is the max I can use. And I think that was way too much. Hence why I made so much money. But I just did a sell stop, buy stop for 5 minis. I thought at least I can just be in and out of the position quick. So, and the price ripped up. We closed out for 4.6k. So that's what got me out of drawdown on this account and on the combine. So this is quite annoying. I mean, it is what it is. So what did I see coming to market open? We had this beautiful rose on liquidity. Honestly, I was aiming for high prices. I know CPI data is a very high probability target, but I thought, let me just see what happens. I'll probably look for longs, just because we are closer to this 1 hour fair value gap than we are close to CPI data low. But of course, I didn't mark CPI data low as well. So where's my tool? So this was market open. So 931 pushed up higher, and it looked like we edged it. Not really edged it, but like we were quite close to it. And I was hoping for some form of retracement around here and then take longs, but price just plays slower. I know some people did take this show, but for me it's like, bro, what we targeting? I guess for just just based on momentum. Like, it doesn't make sense to short, but it's like, bro, I'm not really sure about that. So we displaced lower. And I think this should have been the target, because I think the mistake I'm doing is I'm targeting a draw liquidity, which is good, especially for XFA. But for combine, like, I don't need to target any crazy draw liquidity as long as the displacement makes sense and we are going down to some form of draw. That is the main thing. So realistically, about here should have been my entry. Honestly, 34 points, and I could have caught my 1 to 1.5. Instead, I was treating it more like an XFA, and I mean, it's a good thing, building good habits, but at the same time, I got cooked. So, what did I see? We displaced. Even this was not enough for me in the moment, but this was enough. But I didn't even enter here, but I entered in the close of here, which is not the best. But my stop loss was very safe. And then as we came back to retrace into this 1 minute fair value gap, 5 minute fair value gap, I did add more size, meaning if this did hit data low, I would have made my 1500. My break even once this had this internal low. Supply display slower, then we went higher. I was not worried at all, just because I was so confident in the draw, and we were in the 5 minute fair value gap as well, so it made sense to go higher. Hence why I had quite a big stop loss. Price came into the 5 minute fair value gap, then we had a beautiful flip. And I know this is where a lot of people did take shorts. They did something like this to data low. For me, I just got in quite early just because I was quite confident in the draw and the flip, so I'll go in a bit earlier. Very A+ setup in my opinion. Obviously, if you want to go break even after these internal lows, you would have got break even, but I know a lot of people did hold it just because, like I said, it is data lows. Very, very good target. So a lot of people did not go break even on this trade, which I 100% understand. But for me, once we edged my break even point, I was still like, you know what, this could still go up. We also have this 1 minute fair value gap, but we got fucked. Basically, like we got destroyed. And now then price of ping ponging up and down, and looks like we did take out this draw. But I don't even know what trade you could have took here to. To be fair, the 5 minute wasn't even looking the best. So just ping ponging up and down. So it is what it is. But it looks like we are gonna hit our target eventually. And bro, I'm gonna mark this shit out. Just based on the 5 minute displacement, like bro, if we displace slower, about here, we are getting to here. But yeah, so we blew one combine, but the reason why I feel okay about blowing that one combine is because it was actually a very good trade in my opinion. It's a very good trade. And the other one, obviously, we did get lucky with CPI, but I'm not planning on buying any combines. Like, genuinely, if I blow this combine that I've got now, the one that I saved, I'm not gonna take any, like I'm not gonna buy anymore. If I somehow blow it tomorrow or whatever, like bro, I'm completely done for this month. I'm probably just gonna back test and forward test, tape read, whatnot, because bro, I can't just afford to be spending money on evals. And I thought, and let New Year come, and then maybe I'll see. I'm just gonna tape read this just to see if it plays out. But apart from that, it's been a decent trading day. Honestly, did follow my rules, did follow my plan. I did full post CPI. I was gonna buy a 50k combine with Alpha Futures. Full port that, but I thought, you know what, bro, I can't do that. Like, I do not want to pass an account because of full port. But the reason why I full ported this was because, bro, we were $100 left of drawdown, so I thought it only made sense. And this trade is gonna hit take profit. I know it. So that's a decent 1 to 1.5. But I even got this draw liquidity here. 1.5 value gap. But yeah, that's all for today. So if you do take a win or a loss or break even or even a no trade day tomorrow, I will upload it and we'll see what tomorrow says, and we'll see what next week says. But yeah.